Hello everyone, so today we'll be reviewing a mod called the Mushroom Quest. This mod adds a lot of content into the game. I don't think I'll be able to cover all of it in one video, and I'm sure that the mod owner wouldn't want me to spoil everything from this mod. So for now, I'll just try to show some of the mobs and some of the items and what you need to do to get started. So the most important thing in this mod is the Encyclopedia. So you can craft it by using mushrooms and a book. It's quite an easy recipe, and when you get it, you can get an encyclopedia like this, and basically you will right click and you can see all the items. Now it's quite blurry, so I hope the mod author will change that soon, but for now it provides most of the details that you need in this mod. So what this encyclopedia tells you is the number of different mushrooms in this game and tells you the details of them. So a lot of them are edible, but some of them contains poison, so you should be very careful when you're trying to eat any of the mushrooms. So where do you find the mushrooms? Well, you can find them in chunks or in some what do you call these? Fungus? Yeah, you can find some of these mushrooms in these fungus and chunks. So of course they won't spawn in snowy biomes like this usually, but for the purpose of this video, I put all of them in here just so you guys can see how it looks like. So these things spawn in their respective biomes. For example, this one is from acacia woodlands, and these are oak woodlands. Some of them are in jungles. So basically what you need to do is you just need to break them, and sometimes it will give you mushrooms and some logs, but mostly they will give you some kind of useless items. Oh, there we go. So you can find some fungus and mushrooms like this, and these things are edible, but you should be careful when you eat them. Again, you should check the encyclopedia. Alright, so let's move on to some of the items in this game. Firstly, we have a helmet, sorry, a battle axe and a bow. Now these things are craftable by using some of the fungus or the brackets that you can find in a mushroom like this. So I've actually got one sample here, so it looks like this. It's quite funny, you can just sneak in it, and it's quite a cozy cover, I guess, when it's raining. Okay, so basically it's a really strong item that has a really high cooldown, so when you hit one, it does a lot of damage, but you should be careful when you use these because it takes a long time to recharge, and it doesn't do any damage if you don't wait for the cooldown. So next up we have the Glowstone bow, which is craftable like so. These are all things that you can find in the mushrooms or when you kill some of the mobs in this game, which I'll show you later. Now the animation is not too developed yet, but it still looks quite good. So it basically makes a firework, and you can see this mob for a certain period of time. So that's basically all this bow does. It doesn't do much. There are also a lot of potions, which I will only try 1 to 2 of them because I want to save the surprise for yourself when you try to make these. So just keep in mind that these things can be kind of deadly, so you should try it before you get into battle. So these things, some of them provide really good benefits while having some really big drawbacks. So maybe I'll try to turn to survival mode and let you see what happens if I drink one of these. So this one is a beneficial one. You can jump really high, and basically you're glowing like this. It's quite awesome, but not all the potions are like this. Keep in mind that you should be careful when you drink one of these and make sure that you're in a safe location. Okay, so those are basically all the items that I know of. There are too many items and decorative blocks that you can discover in this mod, which is why this mod is so awesome. This mod is made with Creator, but I've rarely seen a mod that is made with mCreator that is this detailed and provide this much content with animations and texture. Okay, so since this mob is called Mushroom Quest, you can expect all the mobs to spawn in mushroom biomes. Now, to find a mushroom biome is quite hard. If you have time, you can look around all the time and try to find the mushroom biome that way. But if you don't have the luxury to do that, I would advise you to use a mod that lets you locate biomes. For me, I installed a mod that lets you locate biomes by using a command. This function is available in 1.16.1, but since this mod is at 1.15.2, you cannot find it yet. So just install a mod that you can find a biome easily, or else you will have a rough time figuring out what this mod is about. So now I'll show you how the mushroom biomes look like first, and I'll show you the mob. Alright, so that was the Mushroom Island. I think it looks pretty good. Before the Mushroom Island was kind of bland, I think. So now let's move on to the friendly mobs first. So there are a total of 5 friendly mobs. The first one is the Decomposer. So this guy was supposed to be able to decompose rotten flesh, bones like this, but I think this is incomplete. So for now you can tame them with Alluring Powder, which is a powder made from mortar and pestle, prismarine crystal, and the blossom. Excuse me, let me turn the sound down first. Okay. So basically, after you make this, you can use this to tame this one or another mob. Wait, this one. You can use it to tame the Funglings. The spawn egg looks really interesting. So maybe they will add a feature to this creature soon, because it's not cute and it doesn't do much. It will follow you around, and if you right click, it will stop following you. But for now, they are just walking around without purpose, and maybe a little animation on the legs would be nice too. Okay, so next up we have the giant Jellies room. Now this is a variation of the Jellies room. There's a small one which is hostile. I'll show you that later on. This guy doesn't hurt you, but they will provide buffs for the mobs that you're fighting. So if you played Minecraft Dungeons, consider him like an enchanter. So when these guys die, they will drop some kind of rare mushrooms that you can find. Let's see. Yeah, so you can find some of these spores, which can be grown. I don't really know what it's for, but I mean, if you try to grow them, they will stay there, but if you stand on them, they will disappear. So next up we have the Bleeding Mouth. I think this guy is pretty cool. They are not exactly passive, they are neutral. If you do decide to hit it, they will retaliate, but they cannot move. So what they can do, what can they do? They will send out these red missiles like this. So it's quite awesome. Like the more you hit them, the more it generates. So like if you hit them like a couple times, you can see a couple of them coming after you. I'm not getting hurt too bad because I'm wearing diamond armor, but if you guys aren't equipped, maybe it's quite dangerous to fight this guy. So when they die, I do believe that they will drop some... Wait, it's the first time that they spawn the silverfish. Anyway, so sometimes they will spawn, they will drop some rare mushrooms that you can then collect, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you can make something with it. Alright, so next up we have the Funglings. These guys are really cute. Let me turn to crazy mode first. So basically there are different variations of the Funglings like this. I would consider them like collections. You can use the Alluring Powder to collect them and they will follow you around. Or you can just put them at home and like kind of like a cute pet or decoration. So if you get too far, these are like just like normal pets. They will teleport to you. So let's see. Yeah, so these guys will teleport to you. Hey, stop moving. I guess they don't stop moving if you right click on them. Anyway, they don't protect you like wolves. They're just like the decomposer. They don't do much. I hope that they will add more contents into these creatures because like the models looks really good. Alright, so last of the passive mobs are the Strum folks. These guys live in the castles like on top of the mushroom biomes. Hey, you should be careful. Anyway, so with these guys they will just walk around and yeah, a lot of the mobs, the passive mobs in this game, they don't have functions yet. Because these guys have villager voices, and they live in the castles. So I'm expecting them to add features like trading into these guys. It will be quite interesting. Alright, so you may be wondering, why am I filming this, or why am I taking this mod review not in the Mushroom Island and instead on this hill? It is because there are a couple of mobs that keep spawning in the island, and they will really, like they will attack you continuously when you're on the island, and they will spawn like, from my experience, they will spawn like every 1 minute or 30 seconds, and this is really annoying. So I have to film it here instead of in the Mushroom Island. So the first one we have the Moocher Mitt. This is basically a variation of the silverfish, but they can jump. But the good thing about them is they attack very slowly and they don't do a lot of damage. So yeah. Alright, so next up we have the burrow worm. So this guy doesn't have really good animations yet, but again the models are quite awesome in this mod. They basically just run at you and yeah, just like that. Right, interesting. So next up we have the Strum Beast. Now this guy is the mob that spawns every 30 seconds. It spawns anywhere in the island. They're really annoying and they don't provide much for you. Sometimes they'll drop mushroom, but that's highly unlikely. Okay, so next up we have the Jellies room. Now this guy is one of the few mobs that have special functions. This guy will try to run at you, and if they hit you, you get paralyzed like this. Maybe you cannot recognize, but I can only jump and I cannot move actually. So good thing is you can actually use left click, but yeah. Interesting functionality of a hostile mob. So last but not least, we have the Woodlot Reaper. Now, this guy is actually a boss mob. I'll spawn him in just so you guys can see how it looks and how he will attack a little bit, but I would like to save the surprise for you later on, so I will not display the whole fight because they will actually have some abilities that they can do. So here you go. These guys have the same soundtracks as the guest, so yeah, so that's one of his functionality, and maybe I'll come back when I defeat this mob. Alright, so I just defeated it. So after you fight with it, it will drop some kind of mushroom. I think these mushrooms are supposed to be rare mushrooms, and also the mob will drop a scythe. how do you pronounce this word? I don't know. So this item of the clay, if you left click, it does 15 damage, so it's really powerful. But the main point of this, I don't want to try the function on you guys. Okay, there are some chicken here. The main function of this weapon is this. Oh, you guys follow me, I forgot. So it will, I think, wither the mobs around you, but it will regenerate the health of the user. So yeah, it's really interesting, and I think the boss has really good animations and model as well. So I'm really surprised on how detailed the mobs can be with M Creator, and it just gives me hope on the future mods that use M Creator as well. So yeah, I think that's all that this mod provides, as far as I know. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. This mod is quite interesting and it adds a lot of content into this game. I highly recommend you guys check it out. I think it has a lot of potentials, and yeah, subscribe to my channel if you like the video, and share the video if you would like to see more of it. Okay, goodbye.